Dear one, let us arrive together. You may be sitting or lying down or simply listening as you are. There is nowhere else you need to go, nothing else you need to become. In this moment, you are enough. You might gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. You can allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to release, your hands to rest. We are not trying to achieve anything. We are only coming home. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. You may notice that your in-breath is like a friend returning after a long journey. Your out-breath is like that friend gently leaving again with a soft smile. We do not hold the breath. We do not chase it. We simply recognize it. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. You might like to gently place one hand on your belly or on your heart. Feel the rise and fall, like a wave touching the shore and returning to the ocean. Nothing to force, nothing to fix. Breathing in, my in-breath becomes deep. Breathing out, my out-breath becomes slow. Deep, slow. In this simple way, we begin to touch the quiet inside. Not by fighting the noise, not by pushing away our thoughts or our feelings, but by making space for them, by offering them the tenderness of our attention. You may notice thoughts moving through like clouds. Some are heavy and dark, some are light and playful. We do not have to chase any of them. We do not have to push them away. We let them come. We let them go. Breathing in, I know I am here. Breathing out, I smile. Here, smile. There is a quiet that does not depend on the absence of sound. There is a stillness that does not depend on the absence of movement. This quiet lives in the center of our awareness, always here, like the blue sky behind the clouds. Breathing in, I touch the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. P. Resent moment, wonderful moment. You may say silently in your own heart, with this breath I arrive. With this breath I am home. Breathing in, I arrive in my body. Breathing out, I feel at home. Arrive home. You can gently scan your body now with the light of your awareness. From the top of your head, down to your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, softening your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, relaxing. Breathing in, I smile to my body. Breathing out, I release tension. Smile, release. You might feel your shoulders drop a little. You might feel warmth in your chest or gentle heaviness in your limbs. If there is pain, you do not have to run away. You can simply say, "Hello, pain, I see you. I am here with you." Breathing in, I know there is discomfort. Breathing out, I cradle it in kindness. See, cradle. We do not fight with our body. We do not blame it. We honor it as our companion. This body has carried us through so many days, so many nights. It has known joy and sorrow, strength and weakness. Breathing in, I thank my body. Breathing out, I let it rest. Thank, rest. Somewhere in your body, there may be a place that feels tight or heavy. You might bring your awareness there now, not to force it to change, only to be with it, like a mother sitting beside a crying child. Breathing in, I recognize this tension. Breathing out, I hold it with love. Recognize, hold. As we sit here, we may notice that our feelings also arise and pass, just like sensations in the body. A sadness may appear, a worry, an old memory. We do not have to judge them. We do not have to label ourselves as good or bad because of them. Breathing in, I know a feeling is here. Breathing out, I smile to this feeling. Feeling, smile. Imagine your feeling as a small guest who has come to your home, perhaps wet from the rain, perhaps trembling. If you close the door and shout, "Go away," the guest will suffer more. When you open the door and say, "Come in, dear one, sit here by the fire," something begins to change. The guest may still cry, but now it is held, it is heard. Breathing in, I open the door of my heart. Breathing out, I invite my feeling to rest. Open, invite. There is a story of a farmer who owned a few cows. He believed that without his cows, he could not be happy. Every day he carried the weight of worry. Are my cows safe? Are they healthy? What if they are stolen? One day the cows ran away. The farmer was in despair. He came to a teacher and cried, "My cows are gone. I have lost everything." The teacher looked at him and said gently, "Dear friend, you are very lucky. You are free. You have no cows to lose." Breathing in, I see the cows I am holding on to. Breathing out, I smile to the possibility of letting go. See, smile. Our cows may not be animals. They might be ideas about who we must be. They might be grudges we carry, heavy on our shoulders. They might be the belief that we are not lovable enough, not successful enough, not healed enough. Breathing in, I recognize my attachment. Breathing out, I soften my grip. Recognize, soften. To touch the quiet inside, we do not need to throw anything away violently. We only need to see clearly. We see how our clinging creates tension, how our fear makes our chest tight. With gentle breathing, we loosen the knot, thread by thread. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. You might feel that some feelings are too big. Anger, perhaps, fear, loneliness. It feels like standing in front of a great ocean wave. We do not have to dive into the wave right away. We can stand on the shore, holding the hand of our breath. We can say, "My dear anger, I know you are here. I am breathing with you." Breathing in, I recognize my anger. Breathing out, I hold my anger like a child. Recognize, hold. Slowly, the wave does not seem so frightening. We see that it rises and falls. It cannot stay forever. Our breathing is like a solid boat, helping us float on the surface of that wave. Breathing in, I touch stability. Breathing out, I rest in this stability. Stable rest. There is another story. A person is eating a bitter melon. At first, it is very unpleasant. The tongue pulls back, the face tightens, the mind says, "I do not want this." But if we stay with the experience, if we chew slowly, if we are present, we discover something. The bitterness has many layers. There is a strange depth, a complexity. If we are patient, the tongue becomes familiar with it. It no longer shocks us. Sometimes it even becomes a taste we appreciate because it wakes us up. Breathing in, I touch the bitterness in my life. Breathing out, I discover its hidden teaching. Touch, discover. Our suffering can be like that bitter melon. At first, only rejection, only why me? But if we stay with it, with mindfulness and compassion, we may discover that our suffering has given us understanding. It has made our heart more open to others who also suffer. It has given us the capacity to love more deeply. Breathing in, I see the seed of understanding. Breathing out, I water that seed. See, water. In us there are many seeds. The seed of joy, the seed of patience, the seed of mindfulness, the seed of compassion. There are also seeds of fear, of anger, of despair. When we breathe mindfully, we are like a good gardener. we recognize which seeds we are watering. If we spend all day feeding our fear with stories, with images, with worries, that seed becomes very strong. If we learn to water the seeds of calm, of gratitude, of kindness, they become strong instead. Breathing in, I choose to water peace. Breathing out, I choose to water love. Peace, love. You might think of a small lamp in a dark room. If you try to push away the darkness with your hands, you will become tired. The darkness does not leave that way, but if you light a lamp, the darkness cannot stay as it was. Mindfulness is that lamp. Compassion is that lamp. Breathing in, I light the lamp of awareness. Breathing out, I enjoy the soft light. Light, enjoy. Sometimes we think peace is far away. We imagine that we must go to a mountain, to a monastery, to a perfect retreat. But the door to peace is under our feet. It opens with a single mindful step. You might like to imagine that you are now walking very slowly. With each step, you feel the contact of your foot with the earth. You feel the support under you. You feel that the earth is always there for you, holding you. Breathing in, I know I am walking. Breathing out, I arrive with each step. Walk, arrive. In a busy city with noise and people and cars, we can still walk like this. We do not need to escape. In the middle of the crowd, we place one foot down and we know, I am here, I am alive. This step is a miracle. Breathing in, I touch the miracle of this step. Breathing out, I smile to the earth. Miracle, smile. Every step can touch the quiet inside. Not because the world becomes quiet, but because we are touching something deeper than the noise, like the depth of the ocean, which remains calm even when waves dance on the surface. Breathing in, I touch the depth of the ocean within me. Breathing out, I am not carried away by the waves. Depth, not carried. Our thoughts, our worries, our plans are like the waves. They are not wrong. They are not our enemies, but they are not the whole of us. Below them, there is a vast, deep, still space. Breathing in, I return to this depth. Breathing out, I rest here. Return, rest. Sometimes the quiet inside feels hidden. We search for it and cannot find it, like someone looking for their glasses while already wearing them. In those moments, we do not need to struggle. We simply return to a very simple practice. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. We stay with this, like holding the hand of a very good friend. Slowly, the mind stops running in so many directions. It begins to enjoy the company of the breath. It begins to trust that it does not have to solve everything right now. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. You might picture yourself washing dishes. Many of us wash dishes to finish, to get to the next thing. Our mind is already in the future. After this, I will sit down. After this, I will watch something. After this, I will rest. We forget that the dish in our hand is our life in that moment. What if you wash one dish with full presence, feeling the warmth of the water, the smoothness of the plate, the bubble of the soap, the contact between your fingers and the surface? Breathing in, I wash this dish with love. Breathing out, I smile to this simple moment. Wash, smile. Suddenly, the quiet inside reveals itself in the act of washing. You are not separate from the dish, the water, the movement. Everything is one dance. There is no need to hurry to another life. This moment is already complete. In the same way we can brush our teeth, drink tea, eat a piece of bread. Each act is a doorway. Each act is a bell of mindfulness, inviting us back to ourselves. Breathing in, I drink this tea. Breathing out, I know the tea is a gift of the whole cosmos. Drink, no, in my our cup of tea, there is the cloud, there is the rain, there is the river, the soil, the sun, the farmer, the hands that picked the leaves, the truck that carried them, the fire that boiled the water. All of these have come together so that you can hold this cup in your hand. Breathing in, I see the cloud in my tea. Breathing out, I smile to the cloud. Cloud, smile. This is interbeing. Nothing can exist by itself alone. The tea is made of non-tea elements. We too are made of non-us elements. Our parents, our ancestors, the food we eat, the culture around us, the earth, the stars. Breathing in, I see my ancestors in me. Breathing out, I bow to their continuation. Ancestors, bow. When we breathe, it is not only I who am breathing. My grandmother is breathing in me. My grandfather is breathing in me. My mother, my father, my teachers, the trees that made the oxygen, the sun that helped them grow. We are a continuation of many streams. Breathing in, I touch the stream of life. Breathing out, I feel connected to all beings. Stream, connected. This understanding can bring great peace. We are less lonely. We see that our joy is connected to the joy of others. Our suffering is connected to the suffering of others. Nothing is isolated. Breathing in, I touch the suffering of the world. Breathing out, I offer my compassion, suffering, compassion. To touch the quiet inside does not mean to turn away from the suffering of the world. It means we touch suffering with mindfulness, so we are not overwhelmed. We learn to breathe with it, to hold it, to understand it. From understanding, compassion arises. Imagine a child who has behaved badly. If you shout, "You are terrible," the child shrinks, becomes more afraid, more defensive. If you kneel down and say, "I see you are suffering, tell me what hurts," the child may begin to cry and then to relax. Our own anger, our own fear are like that child. Breathing in, I say to my anger, "I am here for you." Breathing out, I embrace my fear with tenderness. Here, embrace. We do not need to fight ourselves. We do not need to wage a war inside. Nonviolence begins in the way we speak to ourselves, in the way we breathe with our pain. When we stop fighting within, the quiet inside has space to bloom. Breathing in, I stop fighting. Breathing out, I allow peace to be. Stop, allow. One day, you might be walking by a river. The water flows slowly. On the surface, you see reflections of trees, clouds, birds. If you throw a stone, the surface ripples. But soon, it becomes calm again. Your mind is like this river. Thoughts and feelings are stones and leaves that touch the surface. When there is mindfulness, the water knows the stone is there, but it does not lose its nature. It can return to calm. Breathing in, I am the river. Breathing out, I reflect the sky. River, sky. In the deepest quiet, you may sense that there is no solid I separate from the river of life. Like the cloud becoming rain, the rain becoming a stream, the stream becoming tea, the tea becoming your body one day returning to the earth, to the cloud. Nothing is lost. Nothing. G is truly born or truly dies. Everything continues in new forms. Breathing in, I see the cloud in me. Breathing out, I smile to my continuation. Cloud continuation. This insight can remove much fear. We see that we are a wave on the surface of the ocean. The wave has a beginning and an end, a high and a low. But the wave is also water. As water, it has no beginning, no end. Breathing in, I know I am a wave. Breathing out, I know I am water. Wave, water. In daily life, we can live as a wave, anxious about our form, comparing our height to other waves, or we can live as water, knowing that every wave is our brother, our sister. In that way, compassion flowers naturally. Breathing in, I touch my true nature. Breathing out, I include all beings in my heart. Nature include. When someone hurts us, it is very natural to feel pain, to close the heart, to want to turn away. But if we look deeply, we may see their suffering too. Perhaps they act from fear, from loneliness, from a wound they do not know how to heal. Seeing this does not mean we allow harm. It means that even in our boundaries, there is understanding. Breathing in, I see your suffering. Breathing out, I wish you peace. See, wish. When we wish peace for others, we also touch peace in ourselves. It is like lighting a candle from another candle. The first candle loses nothing. The light only grows. Breathing in, I light the candle of compassion. Breathing out, I share its warmth. Light, share. Letting go then becomes a form of love. Letting go of jealousy. Letting go of the need to be right all the time. Letting go of the story that we are not enough. We do not throw these things away with violence. We bow to them and say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I do not need you in the same way anymore." Breathing in, I see what no longer serves me. Breathing out, I release it with kindness. See, release. Letting go is not losing anything essential. It is returning what is not truly ours to carry. It is freeing our hands so that they can hold something new. A cup of tea, the hand of a friend, the present moment. Breathing in, I feel lighter. Breathing out, I enjoy my freedom. Lighter freedom. You may notice that the quiet inside is not empty. It is full of life, full of small miracles, the sound of a bird, the rhythm of your own heart, the touch of air on your skin. Breathing in, I touch this simple miracle. Breathing out, I smile with gratitude. Miracle, gratitude. This quiet is not a separate place. It is not a special state you must fight to achieve. It is what appears when you are fully here, with your breath, with your body, with your feelings, with your understanding. A natural clarity, like a pond when the mud has settled. Breathing in, I let the mud settle. Breathing out, I see clearly. Settle, see. You may notice now how your body feels. Perhaps more at ease. Perhaps still restless. Whatever is present, you can include it. Nothing needs to be outside your circle of compassion. Breathing in, I accept myself as I am. Breathing out, I offer myself kindness. Accept kindness. Imagine that you, your in-breath is an embrace. Your out-breath is a gentle letting go. In this embrace, you hold everything, your joy, your fears, your mistakes, your hopes. Nothing is excluded. Breathing in, I embrace all that I am. Breathing out, I let go of self-judgment. Embrace, let go. When we live like this, each day becomes a path of practice. Walking to the bus stop can be walking meditation. Eating breakfast can be a ceremony of gratitude. Listening to a friend can be listening with our full heart, not planning what to say next. Breathing in, I listen deeply. Breathing out, I understand a little more. Listen, understand. The quiet inside supports us in this. It is like the still heart of a tree. On the outside, wind may move the leaves, shake the branches. Inside, the tree remains rooted, alive, steady. Breathing in, I am rooted like a tree. Breathing out, I am flexible like its branches, rooted, flexible. When difficulties return, and they do return, we do not despair. We remember that we have a path. We have the breath. We have steps that can bring us back. We have the capacity to touch the quiet again and again. Breathing in, I remember my practice. Breathing out, I trust the path. Remember, trust. Slowly we discover that happiness is not at the end of the road. It is in each step. It is not after the dishes are washed, but in the washing. Not after the tears stop, but in the way we hold ourselves while we cry. Breathing in, I touch happiness in this moment. Breathing out, I allow it to be simple. Happiness, simple. There is no separation between means and ends. If we want peace in the future, we practice peace in the way we breathe now. If we want understanding in our relationships later, we practice understanding with ourselves now. Breathing in, I see that the way is the destination. Breathing out, I walk gently on this way gently. If at times you feel you have wandered far from yourself, do not worry. The path back is always as close as one breath. We do not need to feel guilty. We do not need to say, I failed. We only need to say, I am back. Breathing in, I come back to myself. Breathing out, I feel at home. Back home. The quiet inside is like a small candle in a room. Even if you forget about it and wander into another room, when you return, it is still burning. It has been waiting patiently for you without blame. Breathing in, I touch that patient quiet. Breathing out, I rest in its warmth. Touch, rest. You may like to take a few breaths now, simply enjoying them. No technique, no effort, just being with the miracle that you are alive, that the breath still moves through you, that your heart still beats. Breathing in, I am alive. Breathing out, I rejoice in this fact. Alive, rejoice. If there is someone you love, you can send them a breath. You do not need any special words. Your calm breathing, your quiet presence is already a gift for them. Breathing in, I hold you in my heart. Breathing out, I wish you peace. Hold peace. You can include all beings now, those who are happy, those who are suffering, animals, plants, the earth itself. We are all breathing together in this vast web of life. Breathing in, I breathe for all beings. Breathing out, I smile for all beings. All smile. As we come toward the end of this shared time, there is nowhere we need to go. We are not leaving the practice. We are only continuing it in another form. Opening the eyes can also be mindfulness. Standing up can also be meditation. Breathing in, I prepare to open my eyes. Breathing out, I keep the quiet with me. Prepare, keep. You may gently notice the sounds around you, the feeling of the ground beneath you, the contact of air on your skin. Nothing has really changed. Only your awareness has become more tender, more present. Breathing in, I touch the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. This quiet inside is not something you own. It is something you participate in, like sitting by a still lake and seeing your reflection. The lake was there before you arrived. It will be there when you leave. But in this moment, you and the lake are not two. Breathing in, I touch the quiet inside. Breathing out, I live from this quiet. Touch, live. May you carry this gentle awareness into your next step, your next word, your next breath. May you remember that each moment is an invitation to come home. You do not have to answer perfectly. You only have to be willing. Breathing in, I know I am here. Breathing out, I smile. In, out. Smile, release.